Today I'm going to be sharing this set of nails with you. It's a beautiful off-white milky color with some metallic marble water ink. So my daughter's here today for her fill, so we'll be working on her nails in this video. So you want to say hi to everybody, Court?
Hi.
I didn't record when I removed her color and checked for lifting, so I'm going to just be sharing little bits and pieces of the fill with you. I won't spend too much time. I know you guys want to see the marbling more than anything. So I'm just adding my Young Nails Protein Bond, of course, on her natural nail by the cuticles. I let that dry, and now I'm taking my Fusion base coat and I'm adding a thin layer to all of her nails. And of course, I'll be curing that for 60 seconds once I have that done. Of course, when applying the base coat, I'm applying firm pressure down on her nail. I find this really helps with any lifting. Now she is almost at 4.5 weeks, I think. She doesn't live in the same city as me, so was busy with other things and didn't have time to get here, but now at least we're able to do that fill before she breaks a bunch of her nails. So now I'm applying my Fusion 2.5 builder and doing a slip layer. Slip layer really helps with the application of the builder from moving into the cuticles. So now I took a bead and filling in her nail and making sure it's nice and even and no indents and the apex is there where it needs to be. So now that I just quickly showed you the application of the builder, I'm just going to finish file this nail and show you that, and then I'll be moving on to applying the color that I'll be using today. Now I'm done with the filing. I'm just going to take my buffing block and remove any scratches or indents in the nail. It makes for better application of the gel polish that I'll be using. And of course you got to wipe off the dust with some isopropyl alcohol. Now I'm using my Daily Charme Milk Bath gel polish. It's a really nice milky white, perfect for milk bath nails obviously because of the name, but this is the color I'm using for this design. It goes so nice with the metallic inks that I'll be using and showing you later. So I'm just going to apply it to a few of the nails. I'm not going to show you all of the nails. I did have to do, I think, 2 or 3 coats, but like I said, I won't be showing you all of the nails because they're all going to be this color. And then when I get to the marbling, I will explain that a little better in detail. So I'll just let you watch me apply the gel polish right now. Oh yes, I just about forgot to tell you I have my 10% off code for Daily Charme. It's up on the screen. I'll have it down in the description as well as the link for the Milk Bath gel polish, and I will also have the other links for the other products in this video down there as well. So this is the last nail that I'm applying the milk bath gel polish to, and then I'll be curing them. So before I start marbling my daughter's nails, I do want to show you the watercolor inks that I'll be using. Now, these are the watercolor inks. They're very metallic-y. Now, you may have remembered me sharing these with you in my large AliExpress haul, and that video is in the top right-hand corner, and I'll put it down in the description if you want to watch that video to see everything I purchased from AliExpress. So these I played around with a little bit when I first started using them, and I struggled a little bit, so I want to share exactly how you use them in order for them to transfer onto the nail really nice, and what you have to do in order for them to appear very pretty and metallic-y and marbled. So I'm going to get started. So of course I've got my tip here with my milk bath color that I just used on my daughter's nails. I've got a brush here. Now this is a bowl of water, so I really want to saturate this brush in order for these to work. So what you need to do is really get the color extremely wet. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. Just might need to add a little more water. I found when I just used a little bit of water and didn't saturate it well, I wasn't getting a good transfer. So you got to make sure and really get that brush covered in the color. Now I'm just going to go and I'm going to just kind of do a marble design here quick for you, just to show you how they transfer. Now you can disperse this with some isopropyl alcohol or with some more water, but I'm just going to leave this, and what I want to do now is I'm going to let this dry a bit before I apply the next color. So I'm just going to put it in my light to help dry it, and then it'll look more metallic-y once it dries, and then I'll show you another color on it. Okay, as you can see, as it's drying, it's starting to look more metallic-y. So now I'm just going to take one of the other colors and add it. Again, I really want to saturate my brush and then the color. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm just going to add maybe one more color to show you, and then I'll get started with my daughter's water marbling. Again, as it starts to dry, definitely starting to look more metallic. So I'm going to just add a touch of the gold and see what that looks like. Just going to add a tiny bit of gold in there. So there it is with the gold. Now I'm going to fully let this dry, and I'm going to mat it so you guys can see what it looks like matted. So once it dries, I'll be right back, and I'll be using my Daily Charme matte top coat. So I'll do that, and like I said, I'll be back to show you right away once it's dry. Okay, so now it's fully dry, and you can see it's very metallic looking. So I'm just going to grab my Daily Charme matte top coat, and I'm going to top coat, and then we'll cure it, and we'll see what that looks like. So there it is, matted. Now you can do watercolor flowers and whatnot with these too. I'll have to do another video showing that, but it is a really pretty look. Even matted, it's kind of unique, and it still looks really metallic-y. But On my daughter's, I will not be matting it, and I'll be adding something extra to her nails to make it a little different. So you can see that coming up right next. And yeah, anyways, they're really nice. I really do like the watercolor inks. They're totally different than the inks that I normally use that are from the bottles. So yeah, something different and something unique, and they do have a bunch of different colors in these, so that's nice as well. So I'm gonna get started right away and finish my daughter's marbling so you can see how I do hers and what I add to it and the finished results. So we decided we were going to use more of the pink metallic watercolor ink, and I'm going to do some at the top and a couple at the bottom. Now I'm only doing 3 of her nails with the watercolor ink. So as you can see, I'm just applying. I saturated my brush really well, and now I'm going to do the bottom of this nail. And once I get done applying the pinky purple, I guess it is more of a purple more than a pink. It's kind of in between anyways. Well, first of all, I'm going to wipe off any extra that I got on her cuticle, which I just used some isopropyl alcohol to do that. And then I'm going to apply that purple, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll be back to apply another color to her nails. Okay, now that it's dry, we decided we wanted to add some of the green, so I'll just randomly add a little bit of that green onto these two again to show you, and then we'll let that dry. So that's all of the metallic inks we're adding. Now we wanted to add a little bit more sparkle, you could say, to the nails. So I'm taking a top coat and applying it to the nails. Now I'm not going to cure it yet because I'm going to be taking some gold flakes and just randomly placing them on top of the metallic. So I'll just let you watch me do that to the nails that I'll be adding it to. Of course, I haven't top coated it yet, but look at how beautiful that is already. Just gorgeous all together, and the shine is so beautiful. So I'm taking a thicker top coat and going over the nail and making sure the nail is nice and even, and I have a nice apex. So now I have them all top coated and they're cured, and honestly these are one of my favorite sets I've done in a while. I just thought it was so stunning with the milky white, with the metallic watercolor inks and the foil as well. They're just beautiful. There's the other hand. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was helpful in deciding if you want to purchase the watercolor inks. I will have the links for those down in the description of this video, and if you did like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all in the next one.